There's evidence that French kissing is responsible for global rise in gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is generally known as an infection that spreads through sex, but there's now evidence that can spread from French kissing, too. Researchers are specifically, since they believe this type of STI has greatly contributed to the global rise in gonorrhea infections. In 2016, in a May 2019 study in Sexually, the study specifically looked at men who identify as bisexual or gay. Researchers found that the men who reported only kissing or sex with kissing had higher instances of throat gonorrhea than men who only reported sex without kissing. Of the 52 men who reported having kissing-only partners, 3.8% had throat gonorrhea, whereas 3.2% of men who reported having sex without kissing partners, 95 men had throat gonorrhea. Gonorrhea has been on the rise for years in the United States, and this study suggests a key factor in its spread could be kissing. Between 2013 and 2017, overall, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), some gonorrhea cases have proven drug-resistant, meaning typical antibiotic treatments are now ineffective at eliminating the disease. Only one antibiotic for heterosexual people, the infection effect. According to the CDC, gonorrhea is prevalent among men who have sex with other men because they are less likely to share their health statuses with each other before engaging in acts that could lead to the spread of STIs. Since most gonorrhea symptoms are similar to those of the common cold and flu, many people who have the STI don't realize it. Other times, the study's authors suggested a few ways to prevent the risk of contracting throat gonorrhea, although they're not a sure thing. One preventive measure. Although the study offered some eye-opening findings, it's difficult to generalize the results since researchers only looked at gay and bisexual men in Melbourne. Still, Gallery 20 signs you need to focus on your sexual health provided by Mom, Me.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.